This is Dan Ferrisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald, working once again in partnership with the HDBaseT Alliance here at InfoComm 2026 in Las Vegas. We're doing thought leadership interviews, talking about some of the most topical technology areas with industry-leading suppliers whose solutions really directly speak to those areas. Thank you so much, Greg Baribault, as well as Aaron Luber, for joining me today. We're going to be talking about multi-camera video conferencing setups with AI. Thank you again for joining me for what's sure to be a fascinating conversation.
Thanks for having us here.
So I'd like to start with HP and Google. Of course, both bring very different strengths to the table in building HP Dimension with Google Beam. How did the two of you come together on this, and what does a multi-camera setup unlock that a single camera simply cannot do?
Yeah, we have been working on, Google has been working on Google Beam for many years of technology R&D, and it has been through a phenomenal partnership with HP that we have been able to bring to market technology that was initially prototype, early stage, gone through a lot of different iteration to work with a world-class hardware manufacturer and bring HP Dimension to life. Fundamentally at its core, we build the software, HP builds the hardware, and a lot of the multi-camera system and the AI solutions that are going into it are creating a lifelike 3D representation that gives the feeling of being virtually in the same space together, unparalleled to anything else we see in the market right now.
Yeah, I think to build on that, the expertise of the software and AI processing that Google brings, coupled with purpose-built hardware, carefully designed camera array with 6 cameras, and the audio system and the quality of the audio system to really break that barrier and make you feel like there is another human being sitting across the table from you and have a deeply immersive 3D experience and conversation.
Yeah.
And as someone who has experienced it myself, it does feel like another human being is sitting across from you. I mean, I was fully immersed in the experience, so I can attest personally to that. AI is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. We're hearing about it all the time, from framing, tracking, making remote participants, again, feel like they are in the room with someone. Where is AI making the biggest difference right now in the multi-camera experience, and who benefits from everything it's unlocking?
Yeah, I think when you talk about a conference room setting, there's some very unique capabilities that multi-camera brings. And a room, people are a little more dynamic. They look around different angles. They might look at a display or look at another person. And as they do, that remote audience sometimes loses the connection to the individuals in the room. So the AI in a multi-camera room scenario allows us to really focus in on each face, convey the non-spoken part of the conversation to the remote audience. So that remote audience is really going to benefit a lot from a deeper connection to people in the room. But the AI component also means folks in the room don't have to operate it. It just happens automatically. So that's in a larger multi-room, multi-camera, multi-person room. To bring that same level of intimacy now between two people in full 3D, we can still employ multi-camera and AI, but now from different angles of the same face. Maybe you want to talk about how AI processing happens.
I mean, I think at its core, it's so fundamental. AI is changing so much of the way we work. We know that. We spend a lot of time at Google doing that across many different products, Gemini products. But really at its core, what we are excited about with Beam and HP Dimension is that this is kind of the physical embodiment of our AI technology. So much of the investments we've made in AI come to life. You're taking 6 cameras. Instead of video, it's 3D rendered content. All 6 cameras using very sophisticated AI video models that we've developed over the years. Capturing person, real time, in multiple views, 6 different views, and being able to recreate them, send them to another side so they can appear fully immersed, fully lifelike on the other side. I mean, this is coupled with the eye tracking that we're doing with an additional camera that is watching for the eye, keeping eye track, eye line gaze. Obviously also the spatial audio aspects, there's AI composed in that as well. So there's AI fundamentally, each one of these kind of software elements that we're bringing that is contributing to the ability to have this really immersive, intimate experience.
So I think you've kind of anticipated my next question, but I'd love to burrow just a little bit deeper into it. So again, people who have tried HP Dimension with Google Beam, they do say, I say, it feels like the other person is right there across the table with you. What does it take to create that kind of presence? You talked about the multiple cameras kind of creating this image in composite, but why does it also matter beyond looking impressive? It looks very, very impressive, but what is the value add beyond that?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think HP put out a report, 73% of people want to be more connected in the workplace. The aspects with the eye gaze, your ability to see and understand somebody in their natural form, natural gestures, body language, these are so many of the elements that are uniquely happening with HP Dimension with Google Beam, and we've measured this. We've seen incredible increase from 2D to 3D. 30% increase in memory recall, memory retention, 40% in focus, measured against, again, 2D to 3D. And so we've seen this empirical kind of data that shows that there's a difference in the way people interact in its ability with Google Beam.
Yeah, I agree. And I think there's a sense of presence where you don't want to look away. You really feel connected, and like you would in this conversation, right? Eye contact and a commitment to the conversation with the other person that you really drive here. And so it drives all these data points where people feel connected to each other.
So I'd like to zoom out just a little bit. We've been talking a lot about HP Dimension with Google Beam, but looking past that solution, where do you think AI-powered multi-camera conferencing is going to go from here? And whatever you prognosticate, what does it tell us about the future of how we're going to work together as people? What should organizations be thinking about now as they envision their future technology ecosystems?
Well, very excitingly, HP Dimension with Google Beam is available now. We are selling to customers. Available in 6 countries. We're rolling this out right now with a number of our channel partners, ecosystem partners. So this is a solution that we're very excited to be now in market with. We see big opportunity in being able to go to a number of different enterprise companies, more specifically into different verticals. We're seeing a lot of really interesting, whether it's customer service, customer support, in a place like banking. Telehealth is a very important place that we're spending time. I think when it comes to the enterprise video conferencing side of things, we're also seeing really interesting use case in recruiting, interviewing, obviously executive communication, one-on-ones with high important profile people. So this is all happening right now. We're super excited about this. We're rolling this out, and it's all in partnership with HP.
Yeah, to build on that, I think part of the data that we've been collecting on this reinforces the need to make sure high impact meetings are truly, that create the outcome that we actually are trying to achieve. And this solution just makes it so automatic and such a natural kind of face-to-face engagement. And I think that's really what we're hearing from people that they're craving more of in the workplace. So, the verticals, really great examples. They build trust in the way that people communicate. I just think, we're going to blow the doors off this thing and get some really exciting verticals online.
Yeah, it's you forget how much we spend with each other every day in working together. We saw this so acutely when we were all gone from the office. We are now back in the office, but we might be distributed. We might be in different places. The amount of time we spend together, I spend more time working with my colleagues than I often spend with my family, which is unfortunate. But that's the truth, and so building real relationship with your colleagues that you might not be able to do because you're just not in the same place, we've solved for that. We're solving for that with HP Dimension with Google Beam. It's really exciting to see the data show and customer feedback, user feedback, all of the things that are proving out that we've got something that's improving the way people connect and collaborate in the workspace.
I guess what you're saying in answer to my question about the future is now. The transformation is happening right now. Right. So thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much, Aaron, for joining me today. A real pleasure to talk to you. And again, thank you for sharing so much information with us about these multi-camera setups.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Great.
My name is Dan Ferrisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. So happy to be here once again, working in partnership with the HDBaseT Alliance at InfoComm 2026, doing thought leadership interviews with the industry's top suppliers and solution deliverers.